six-dimensional or a seven-dimensional dragon is more powerful than a fourth-dimensional dragon or anything below that. Like how we all have a hierarchy in our family tree or in our offices, they also have a hierarchy. They are managers. There are runner dragons, there are managers, there are executives, there are CEOs, and presidents and vice presidents of the company. And this company being the entire whole universe in front of us. They manage different things, all the way from managing the negative and positive energies of this entire universe to managing life of whoever they are protecting, to managing different aspects of this universe, different planets, nature of our planet, our galaxy, and so on and so forth. There are dragons that take care of the entire humanity. And likewise, there are different dragons. Uh, why don't I tell you a little bit about their hierarchy, if that's all right?
Yes, please. Absolutely. Because when you were talking about the hierarchy, I was trying my best to imagine Puff the Magic Dragon in a coat and a tie.
Wow. Yes, wow. Okay, yes. So they do manage these things and they do take care of these things pretty well. Like let me start and keep filling all the stories in so you understand it in a neater way. The dragons who guard us are called personal dragons or our guardian dragons. They could be coming to us from any dimension, most likely the fourth dimension, which is closest to us. What are the dimension we are on the third dimension? Below us are two more dimensions, and above us are many more. There are seven, eight, nine, and said to be 14 and more than 14 dimensions. Now, each dragon holds the imprint or the energy of that dimension. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what all are these dimensions. Um, the third dimension, where we hold certain kind of energies. We know about gravity, we move around, but the fourth dimensions, uh, beings, are beyond that. They can also go back and forth in time that we cannot. So when we go ahead and do any kind of healing, which is inner child, we go ahead and do any other kind of healing that is to do with our past lives. That could be done with fourth dimensional or fifth dimensional dragons, because fifth dimensional dragons have uh, beyond what fourth dimension could do. That is access to time and space both. Likewise, there are multiple dimensions as you go up, higher up the ladder. The kind of energies that they are coming up with are also ever increasing. There are dragons in seven dimension who hold the very imprint of creation. So whenever we wish to go ahead and create something new in our life, whether it is monies, relationships, whether it is new ideas, new venture, anything like that, or a new me, a new version of myself, better health, better shape, better skin, everything else. It is dragons who help us with that also. Yes, it is very creative, but one of my students worked with this and worked on her weight, facelifting. We will speak with her in a while. But as you go up the ladder, the kind of wisdom that they have and hold for you just starts pouring in. We start seeing different kind of shifts inside us with every dimension energy that is poured down to us. It is like raising ourselves to a completely new possibility, which seemed not so clear till now. So that is all about dimensions. Why we work with dragons, how do we interact, and what all kind of changes can they possibly do for us, even if it is a fourth dimension dragon or a guardian dragon? To understand this, we need to understand a part of ourselves. What are we made of? We are made of multiple things. It includes our physical bodies and all other outer bodies. Our physical body only contains the kind of uh, mass, the organic matter that we are made with, but our outer bodies carry imprints of so many, many other things. Like we have our emotional body that has an imprint of our emotions. We have a mental body that has an imprint of our belief patterns and thought patterns. So, what are these kind of outer bodies? There is a physical body that I mentioned that it is more organic. There's a vital body, which is our energy body. It holds the imprints or holds the energy structure of our all meridians, of our chakras, aura, energy of our emotions, feelings, and more. There is a supernatural body that is connecting us with our higher self, that is connecting us with different symbols, with different patterns, with different imprints that will help us build our structure. Like we always see a difference that someone likes floral patterns more but hates geometric patterns. While someone likes geometric patterns more but does not like floral patterns. Why does this happen? We were not taught to like a certain pattern and keep away from the others. But there is something inside us that directs us only to a certain kind of pattern. Some people would like to hear flute, and some people would like to hear hard rock. Why does that happen? Both of them are happy listening to whatever they are listening. But this is a kind of pattern we are born with. And it is not only the pattern we are born with, it is a pattern we've carried forward for eons. It is our soul's pattern. And that also gets imbibed into ourselves as we take a form and as we are evolving. Then there is a bliss body. Now, this body is connecting us with our supernatural experiences, with our connection with higher realms, with our connection with everything that this space, not space around us, but the universe has to offer. So, when the dragons come into the picture and they wish to heal you, they wish to guide you, and you approve of their help, they are making changes with you in each and every pattern. That is your physical body, that is your emotional body, that is your supernatural body, and so on. They start healing you from the outside, so the inside becomes more powerful.
Amazing.
This is how usually a dragon's interaction with us, with a person, starts happening.
Fantastic. You
So,
mentioned,
sorry,
yeah,
yes, please.
to all these bodies that you're mentioning, Siddhi, right now about us, the physical, the vital, building up to the supernatural, to the bliss. What you're saying is that when the healing with the dragons, when it happens, you said it out in. So does it work from the upper dimension down, or do we go up? We go from the lower up.
Okay, okay, lovely. Um, yes, you can also go up and astral travel with them, but it requires some amount of training. But yes, when I work with them, it's them coming down. So, what is it and what kind of dragons we can expect when I say celestial dragons? So, any dragons from all these dimensions that I mentioned, all of them, including our guardian dragons, are celestial dragons. That is just a basic clarity. If I was to give you an insight into some more kind of dragons that you come across, there are fire dragons that are great in cleansing, they are great in protection, they are great in boosting up of boosting your willpower, your strength, right? So, um, I don't know, I've mentioned this before, but all this while, when I was healing COVID patients, I was taking help of Fire Dragon because they are the ones who can boost your immunity also. They are the ones who will boost the willpower, cleanse, and make the person healthy, happy faster. There are water dragons, beautifully amazing, said to be uh, sweeter voice, good sense of music, uh, good sense of emotions because they are masters of emotion. They can heal our emotions, they can empower our psychic abilities, they can give us that mental strength that was missing out. So, whenever I'm treating anyone who's dealing with anxiety issues, who's dealing with some kind of trauma, or you know what, I don't know why, but for the last 15 days, I've not been feeling up to it. There's nothing wrong with my body. I just don't feel like doing anything. So,
Right.
such cases also uh, get good balance of calmness and everything else when you work with them. There are earth dragons. Earth dragons give you good grounding, they give you good strength. Whenever it is all about your bones, your structure, your physical strength, it is earth dragon. And whenever it is about monies, it is earth dragon. Whenever it is about boosting of prosperity or those energies, it is about earth dragons. And then there is air dragons, boosting up of your alertness, connecting you with different dimensions, making you more alert, more intelligent. There are times when we lose on our focus. Sometimes we have a loss of memory as well, or maybe we are just becoming more forgetful. Absolutely a time to connect with air dragons because they are the ones who will help you be more centered. They are the ones who will boost these things, these energies for you. So, and then there are dragons who are a mix of maybe earth and fire, uh, water and air, and there are ice dragons, and then there are multiple different kinds of dragons. And then there are dragons like cosmic dragons or golden dragon who hold all these four elemental powers and go much, much beyond. They hold the key to wisdom, they hold the key to our blueprint. There's a white dragon, which is great in terms of protection, great when it comes to cleanse ourselves, our bodies, our emotions, and balance the energies of the entire universe. So they hold more power than what elemental dragons are holding.
This is this is amazing stuff. I never tire of hearing of any of this. So all this that you've just mentioned, Siddhi, these you mentioned a guardian angel in the beginning, and then you've mentioned these elemental dragons. So they're both separate, or is it possible that an elemental dragon could also be your guardian dragon? Is that a possibility, or are they all completely separate? And of course, the knowledge and the information of all of this would obviously be a part of the learnings, right?
Yes, it is. And any of these could choose to be your guardian dragon. Any of these. So,
Right,
your guardian dragon, even though may or may not fall in the top or the bottommost of your hierarchy, holds an immense amount of power that we've
right,
never experienced before. They all belong to the realm of angels, angelic realm, which is filled with angels, dragons, and unicorns. Angels are more calm in nature. When they are around you, you have very soothing feeling all around you.
right.
When it is Unicorns, you have very loving, bubbly feeling all around you. And when it is dragons, it is pulsating power all around you. It's like you cannot miss them. If they are next to you, you just end up paying attention to them. You will stop doing
Yes.
whatever you were doing. It's like
Yes.
dragon time.
Right. Absolutely.